Alright guys, welcome to Resident Evil Requiem. We are on 4K with a 5070. And as you can see, we are doing very, very well. All the settings are completely maxed out. So there's nothing at all left to the imagination. Every single item has been toggled all the way to the max. So right here, let's go through it and I'll show you exactly what kind of settings I'm working with. Let's get over to graphics. Bear with me while I navigate a menu I've never seen before. So right here we have everything completely turned up to 11. So we're using DLAA, so we've gotten off of the TAA model. And right here we are running so well. We're at 69 FPS, and right here we are looking like just phenomenally good. And I have switched it to the third person perspective. Goddamn. Whew. Okay. This fucking game. Oh man, I'm already freaked out. Yeah, so we are looking pretty good here. And yeah, I can't wait to play this. So let's come into here and just see what we can do with a little bit of upscaling. Not that you need it. I just want to see how well this game runs. Even though, we still don't have our SR overrides yet. There's an issue right now, I think, with the driver. I think NVIDIA actually put out a little bit of a statement about it. So let's jump over and see what we can do with just quality. And right here, we are at 108 FPS. 109, yep, looking really good. We don't even have to use frame generation. You really don't even have to use upscaling. Which is extremely positive, and not to mention our PCL right now is at 18.6 milliseconds, which that's like very, very good. We don't have anything to worry about on this game, I don't think. So right now, let's jump over and go just kind of work through some scaling. I know that a lot of folks have mentioned that in some of my posts that I've mentioned, what you want to see in these games, and the scaling came up a lot. So even though it's running well, I'm going to jump over and just check out some upscaling, see how it does once we crank it up a little bit more, because our clarity looks really good. And on a game like this, I mean, it is very slow paced. You don't really necessarily need anything like a ton of performance. You just want it to look good and scare you, which is what just happened. So yeah, we have 112 FPS here. Let's jump into, I don't want challenges. Let's jump into graphics. And come down here a little bit more. Image, this menu, I'm still not used to it, so apologies. But yeah, we are going to check out performance. I don't really think there's a need to go to ultra performance. I mean, look at it. You're at 123 FPS here, and your PCL's at 16 milliseconds. That first number is my render latency. That tends to be, a little bit faster. That's just the rendering on the GPU itself, and then the second number is kind of a whole system latency kind of thing. So let's jump over and just see what we can do with some frame gen. I want to jump back into DLAA and just see what we can do there, because it runs so well on native that I think without going, I don't want AMD. Yeah, let's see, go over to, let's go to DLAA, so native. All right, so here's frame generation. We're going to go 2x. It automatically kicks that boost on, which is insane because it's already so good. All right, let's see about, get its bearings here. So with that frame generation on, it does add some latency. We're at 48 milliseconds here. But as you can see, we're at 100 FPS as I go into the bathroom and, avoid being freaked out again. Yeah, so 94 right here, just on straight DLAA, so nothing's wrong. So I want to do this a little bit differently, obviously, because this has a lot of options that don't really fit into your typical low, medium, high kind of thing. So I'm going to come down here. Of course, all this has remained just maxed out the whole time. I'm testing this completely maxed out with just different upscaling and stuff like that. So let's jump over to, let's use the TAA model. So let's just turn this off. We're going to turn that off as well. I just want to see what it looks like on TAA. All right, so TAA, everything looks good here. Nothing on down here as far as frame generation goes or anything like that. All right, so let's jump back into it. So this is just TAA. Still runs really well. Looks really good. This is just another type of anti-aliasing that I wanted to check out for you guys. But 82, 81 FPS here. And yeah, no frame generation necessary. So I mean, this is a 11 out of 10 as far as performance goes. You never see games run this well the day they come out, ever. And very, very glad that they took their time and did it right. So I am going to jump over and just kind of show you like how I would play it. You probably have already figured it out because I am a sucker for eye candy. All right, so we're just going to jump over to let's check out the FXAA plus TAA first. Let's do that, and then I'll show you how I would play it. So we're still at 73, 74 FPS. I mean, latency is more than acceptable. This is a really, really good game. Now I'm kind of thinking that once you get into Leon's area where he's like more like run and gun, you know, being a badass, you're gonna be able to appreciate some of these latency numbers a little bit more, because 23 is like unheard of without upscaling. It's crazy. So right here we are looking really good. So let me jump in and I'll show you how I would run it. All right, so this will be the first of many during Resident Evil week. I'm gonna probably jump into some lower tier cards just because yeah, you don't really even need a 5070 to play this at 4K, which is quite insane. All right, so right here, I am going to say, I'm just going to use DLAA right here. I'm going to kick it over to quality just because I think it looks fine. And then our ray reconstruction, that is off. I'm not sure how to get that to turn on. It says it cannot, it's automatically configured and cannot be changed manually. So I don't know. Yeah, we are looking good though. So right here, we have everything set to kind of how I would play it. I'll just max this thing out. And yeah, go with DLSS quality. All right, turn your boost on, and let's jump into it, because right here we're still at 93, 91 FPS, which is way more than you would ever need for this game. And you have 18 milliseconds of latency, which again, more so in Leon's playthrough, I think that would be a little bit more important. So I do want to call that out, that although on Grace's story it's a little bit slower, you don't really have to have any sort of super crazy latency, you know, but with Leon, it's definitely going to come into play here. What do I need to do? What, I just rotate this, reset? How do I get out of this? Oh, there's a code on the back with a little key. Very nice. Old key. Great. Oh, man. This is a story I'm going to skip, but yeah, things are happening. All right. So, head to room 204. I'm just going to like play it for you guys a little bit here. Let's throw the key in there. All right. Whew. Oh, man, this is going to freak me out. I just know it. Oh, my God. What's over here? All right. Oh my God, what is that sound? Whew, okay. This game is gonna freak me out. All right. Well, anyway, this has kind of been the first look. Be sure you subscribe. Be sure that you check out all my other videos on the way with this title. I'll probably be a little bit more advanced in it, story-wise, once I make those. But yeah, up next is probably the 9070 XT. And we will go from there. All right, so I will see you guys in the very next video. Peace.